Where good morning. The time right now is 7:38. It's a Monday morning with Bubba and Madison.
Good morning.
We have Brian Welch with the forecast.
Pretty cloudy, highs around 30, and some snow showers this afternoon.
And we're live on W4 TV, which you can find at youtube.com/W4Country or at facebook.com/W4Country, because it's time for the Monday Morning Jumpstart with Marty. Good morning. Good morning, Marty.
Good morning.
What are we talking about today?
We got to talk about fighting and the top 5 COVID fights, because people is a fighting. Yeah.
There are COVID fights?
Yeah. From, all the lockdown and the stressors and all that kind of stuff.
People are all cooped up together, right?
All right. Yeah. And this is all over the world too. So there's data all over the world that people are fighting with each other.
When you say it, though, it's not like when you say sword fight. Like, people aren't fighting utilizing COVID.
Right.
Someone somewhere has pulled out a sword, probably, but it's not typical.
People try to fight with me. People try to fight with me about traveling. I just block them.
Yeah, that's a COVID fight.
That's I've been in COVID fights. Who knew?
Who knew?
Stick around. We'll talk more about it after John Party, Dirt on My Boots on 102.9 W4 Country.
Clear on radio.
Good morning, Kimberly. Morning, Peter.
Oh, Peter.
Morning, Cindy.
Hey. Thanks, Cindy. That's very nice of you. Very, very nice. I had bedhead this morning. I got straight out of bed and came on.
Noise.
It's like you're doing that every morning now.
I am. I wait till after the show to shower now.
I have to do it before, because otherwise I just feel like we get like halfway through, like about to this point, and I'm like, ugh, I can't do it.
I'm going to be honest. I haven't brushed my teeth yet, and that's bothering me.
Ew.
There's no teeth brushing and 2 cups of coffee. Bad combo.
Even if I get up in the middle of the night to like go to the bathroom, I usually like just do like a quick with my teeth.
What, like 2 in the morning?
Yeah, I can't handle nope. It's just that sort of just mouth been closed for too long feel. I can't take it.
You don't like that feeling even when you're awake, do you? Mouth closed too long feel?
Yeah, it doesn't work for me.
I do. I brush my teeth like 3 times a day at least, just because I don't like the way it feels to not.
Hello, Marissa. Marissa Valencia.
Morning, Cheryl.
Chelsea representing. Respect.
Yo.
Careful. Do you really know what you're doing there?
I have no idea what I'm doing.
Everything means something else these days, so just be careful.
Right. Yeah, that's where people get into trouble.
All right, we'll be live in just over a minute.
I missed my chance again, didn't I?
I should have gotten. See, I was just thinking that I should have gotten water. I'm thirsty.
I'm thirsty.
I feel like I'm on a trip in a station wagon with a bunch of kids.
There yet?
Are we there yet?
We're there yet?
I gotta go to the bathroom.
How much longer? Much longer?
I'm hungry.
Are we there yet? Yeah, that's why we're still moving.
Brian's staring at me. Stop it.
Welch has been on a road trip with me, and I would guess he'll probably never do that again.
That's correct, Bubba.
Not interested, huh?
I'm much easier to fly with than drive with.
That's true. I have done both, and I would much rather fly somewhere with you than drive.
All right, we are back in 10.
Yeah, that Aruba trip, we got in those big front seats. We were drinking vodka. It wasn't bad.
And the way back from
Back in
Iceland.
5, 4, 3, 2.
102.9 W4 Country, 743, and it's time for the Monday Morning Jumpstart with Dr. Martin Fletcher from Renew Hope Counseling in Chelsea, Dexter, Plymouth. Now you're everywhere. Plus the Shepherd and the Shrink podcast. And we've got him right here, drmartinfletcher.com, if you want to get in touch with him. We're talking about COVID fighting today, and I never realized I've been in COVID fight. People have yelled at me about traveling.
Maybe, you've been in other COVID fights too. It depends on the definition of a COVID fight. These are not, there's no like research definition, but these are like the novel fights and more frequent fights and maybe even more intense, who knows, that happen under the stress of COVID.
All right.
So like even in China, man, as soon as the lockdown ended, boom, divorces went up, sale of online divorce, whatever resources that you need. So first one, easy to guess, money. Finances have changed, right? So people are fighting over money.
How do we fix it?
People fight over money on a regular basis. So it's getting worse now. That's what you're saying?
Yeah, constrict the money and see what happens.
That's exactly right. And, incomes were affected. Businesses were closed down. Look, we like order. Okay. When things become disordered, we'll do whatever it takes, even crazy stuff, to get it back into order. Same with finances. Your spending patterns change. That usually doesn't go your way on that. It's usually to the detriment of your finances. So, and I wish I could tell everybody how to solve their money problems. I can't do that here, and I don't know how.
You're being so helpful so far, Marty.
You could have stopped with "I can't do that here." We would have been satisfied.
All I promised to do was tell you about my top 5 COVID fights.
Okay, what's number 2?
Give peace a chance, I guess. Irrational argument. So what's an irrational argument? You know that you've yelled at people over nothing. You know what I mean? Like, it seemed to come out of nowhere. Have you not?
I've made it an art form.
You've perfected
Everybody's
it.
stressed out. Everybody's on edge. You just kind of snap just a little bit quicker, right?
Yeah, that's what's going on. You know what I mean? Like, who left the knife on the edge of the sink or something like that? That usually wouldn't bother you. It wasn't you.
But we use phrases like, "Oh, so what's next?" Or "Why don't we? Might as well."
Right.
Like those are arguments.
Those are irrational arguments. Now that one I can help with, okay? Because first of all, we do know that if we take our attention and shift it away from the environment and onto us and onto the mood, then and just name it, like, okay, I'm irritable right now, or something like that, or like I'm just overly tired. Immediately, the limbic system starts to calm down a little bit. So take your focus away from there's a tip there.
I've said that before, though, where I know I'm not in a good mood and I know I'm about to fly off the handle, and I just say, I don't feel good right now. This is not directed at you, but I'm yelling, and this is what's happening.
You say that to me once a week on this show.
Well, you bug me a lot. That's a different story.
If you want to see a kitchen that has devolved where a knife on the edge of the sink is the least of your problems, tune us in on W4 TV, and you can see how I've just devolved into squalor here. We're live at youtube.com/W4 Country and Facebook.com/W4 Country. More with Dr. Marty after this. Right now, a check on traffic with Madison. What do you got?
It does look like we have a little bit of slower moving traffic on just heavier traffic on US 12 right at 23 and on Michigan Avenue, off and on through downtown Saline and towards 23. A little heavier on Main Street through downtown Chelsea, but for the most part, M52 looking good. No problems report on M14. It looks like 94 should be running pretty smoothly, and 23 should also be running right around posted speeds. No major problems, thankfully, for your Monday morning commute. If you have a tip for us, 734-623-1029. Traffic is sponsored by Rocket Mortgage, and that's the latest from the W4 Country Traffic Center.
Clear on radio. Go use a bathroom.
Yeah, good job.
I figure if I didn't tell her, she would probably forget again. Like,
good chance.
You know what would have been fun, Miz, is you should have, as an experiment, just said, we're on in 30 seconds. Then she would have had to go to the bathroom. See if it worked.
Oh, surprise. Guess what? We're going to do another live read. Oh.
Your hair is different now again. You must, Brian Welch, you must have some downtime.
Not really. I mean, it's like I got this thing going on. I didn't shower yet, so I had my hands in the sink and I was like washing my face and just running my hands through my hair, trying to make it look presentable.
One of my patients told me that he was watching something like Good Morning America, and they had a doctor on who hasn't taken a shower in 4 years or something like that.
Ew.
That's what I said, man. I don't know how you're pulling that off.
Things didn't take a shower.
He didn't take a shower for 4 years. He said that it was a conspiracy sort of theory he had, that the soap this is so stupid. It's hard to say. The soap industry was just
Big
pushing soap, and that influenced us to bathe every day with soap.
Yeah. Don't you need
his idea?
you need an outside observer. Because I think if you just did that every day, you'd kind of get used to.
Oh, you would. I mean,
other crime, like you would get used to it. But good luck being around anybody else.
Yeah, what's
What would
that
your
all
sheets
about?
Smell like?
Oh man, you know what? I think I've seen somebody pull this off. I lived with a dude, and he didn't change his sheets even once. It wasn't good, folks.
But was he regularly bathing?
This doctor was all on, man. He's all about it.
Like if you're not changing your sheets, are you at least regularly bathing?
No, because you think you are, and then you roll around in those sheets, and you're back in the pig pen.
Well, if you shower when you get up in the morning.
Yeah.
I'm not defending not washing your sheets ever. Let's be clear about that.
What are you talking about?
I don't
Look,
know.
I'm gonna
miss things, Madison.
Walter's gotten really close.
Okay.
Yeah, you came in late.
In full disclosure,
Maybe I
Brian
don't
Welch
wanna
and
know.
I lived together for a while, and he didn't wash his sheets. Okay. It's okay.
And everything was fine.
Hey, there you go. That needed that. Cindy Blaine wants to know, Bubba, if your meds are on the back counter
Yes.
to keep calm. Yeah, there.
Cindy, I am not afraid of COVID like at all. The only thing I need to get calm with are COVID people.
Hi,
Hey,
Tara.
Tara, say hi to Grant for us.
Yes, please. Big hugs.
If you think about it, Bubba, most irritations involve another human being, at least one. What's that?
And we're back to not showering for 4 years. That'll keep them away.
Do you guys hear that?
No.
You don't hear somebody calling Marty, come follow me? No, I'm just kidding. my kid, one of my kids taking a shower. That's all.
Oh.
It'd be good to have the psychologist have a psychotic break on.
Yeah, Marty, if you lose your mind, this whole show is screwed.
Yeah, like all of us. Done for.
Especially if it happened slowly and like you weren't aware of it or you didn't tell us.
Right.
And we just kept following your advice. You don't really need any perspirant. Peanut butter works fine.
Did you finish sewing your banana suit? Okay.
30 seconds.
There's a lot of good stories that start with banana suits, Marty.
We're coming out of Carly Pierce, correct?
Correct. Then going into FGL. Alrighty.
When we do the show here,
10
we don't hear
seconds.
the music. That's why I hate doing the show from home.
Back in 5, 4, 3, 2.
I hope you're happy now. It's Carly Pierce on 102.9 W4 Country, 7:52 in the Breakfast with Bubba show. It's a Monday, and we're in the middle of the Monday Morning Jumpstart with Dr. Martin Fletcher. And you can see us on W4 TV at youtube.com/W4 Country and take a peek in each of our homes, or go to facebook.com/W4 Country. Watch along and interact with us while music's playing and commercials are playing and stuff like that. We are here for you. We're talking about the top COVID fights that we have. Number one is about money. Number two are irrational arguments. Can you give an example of an irrational argument, Marty?
Let me think. I don't fight, so it's hard to come up with one. An irrational argument is something where there's a message behind the message or a fight behind the fight. Like, why are you always leaving this here? Okay, so you leave some shoes. The shoes aren't the problem at all. You're irritated about something else. That would be irrational to fight over some shoes in the floor. It's not worth the energy.
What is number three?
Number 3 is alone time. I think Cindy or someone said her husband's like driving her nuts. Yeah, that's a thing. When absence makes the heart grow fonder, familiarity breeds contempt kind of thing. We need, a lot of us, especially if you're introverted, need to wander off for a while by ourselves. And if you can't get out, those where we used to go to, we weren't alone, but when Red Brick was open, that served that purpose of give me a destination away from home and work.
Mm-hmm.
And that wiped my mind clear when I went there.
Well,
for other reasons included.
By closing time, by 7 p.m., it was all clear to me.
Yeah, everything was clear, and I just took a nice walk home. We'll find out more from Dr. Marty coming up in just a moment on 102.9 W4 Country.
Clear on radio.
I went and drank with Travis and Peter on Friday.
Oh my gosh. How long did that take to recover? Where did you guys go?
Travis's office.
Oh man, I miss Travis and Peter. Was it fun?
Yeah, he bought fried chicken. It was a good time.
Yeah.
Your fried chicken always is a good time. Oh, William wants to know how your dog is doing.
She needs surgery, William, and she's going to have another TPLO procedure a week from tomorrow. So I'm really nervous. She's going to a different doctor this time. Boy, fancy animal hospital in Bloomfield Hills. Holy crap. It's like
This is not the same place as she was last time?
They couldn't even get her in for a consult until March 1st, and then probably a month after for the surgery.
Oh, man.
And so
Is
by
this
March
neat?
1st, she's going to be, it's the CCL. It's her
Jeez,
other leg.
man.
It was like 1 year ago that she had the other surgery, though. It was like almost exactly a year because it was Fat Tuesday that she had it. You remember that?
Yep, I do.
Mhm.
So she's in pain. She needs it.
Poor girl.
One minute.
We'll do one more point here, Marty, and then we'll hold you after the top of the hour and have you finish out that segment there.
Sure.
McKenna, you want to come on video? Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here.
Don't make her move if it hurts her.
Honestly, she probably never comes when he calls because she's in charge.
Yeah, she's totally in charge.
Sure.
She never
She
listens.
said, I call you. I tell you when I want something, I tell you.
Come here,
Back
McKenna.
in 10.
Come here. Come here. Here she comes. Come here.
Here we go. Coming back in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Florida Georgia Line and Long Live on 102.9 W4 Country. Your Monday Morning Jumpstart with Marty is live at youtube.com/W4 Country and facebook.com/W4 Country. I'm trying to get McKenna on camera and she's
Not
fully
interested
ignoring
at all.
She's not just, come here, McKenna. Come here, baby. All right. We're talking about the top 5 COVID arguments we have. What's the next one, Marty?
Risk tolerance for COVID. So we kind of had this at, I don't want to say too much, but at a family gathering where the husband and wife in our family, they were on opposite poles on the risk of COVID. And that caused some problems because you want to do it this way and you can't do it that way. And we're going to mask all the time. We're not going to mask at all. So that happens not just, you notice that these fights that happen in the home also are the same fights that you see outside the home
Mm-hmm.
on these issues. That's one of them.
You know, I've gotten that because I've said, I'm not, yes, COVID needs respect, but I'm not really scared of it because the numbers don't indicate that it's, the odds are greater that you're not going to get it than you are going to get it. And I've had people send me hate mail. I'm not listening to your radio show anymore because you're not scared.
Oh, yeah. So look, this isn't, have you ever been able to take someone and convince them with logic, reason, or data? Either side. I'm not picking a side.
No.
You can't. This is really an emotional thing that's a worldview thing. And it's tied to so many.
We're not allowed an opinion on it?
I don't know what's
Well, you're
going
allowed
on
an
these days.
opinion, but someone else is allowed to tell you that they're
Right,
not
they-
going to listen to your opinion anymore.
They can have their opinion too.
Yeah,
But like-
the opinion goes, but the discussion, there's no discussion right now. So someone gave me an interesting fact that kind of, turned my worldview upside down. I would at least ask the next question, like, how do you know? Or what do you mean by that? Or tell me more. But right now it's not like that. It's everyone's just like trenched in.
All right, more with Dr. Marty coming up. We have McKenna on camera if you want to see her. She's not real wild about it. Right now, let's check your traffic and find out how your driving to work is going.
Yeah, look now because it may not last too long. Thankfully, traffic, though, not looking too bad right now. 94 is running smoothly. So is 23. It does look like we have a little bit of a slowdown on 23 southbound, just north of 96. We'll keep an eye on that. 96 should be running right around posted speeds, though. No major problems on M14. US 12 just a little heavier on Michigan Avenue, right through downtown Saline and right around 23. If you have a tip for us, 734-623-1029. Traffic is sponsored by Rocket Mortgage, and that's the latest from the W4 Country Traffic Center.
Clear on radio.
Carter, is that you? Can you guys be quiet, please? Till I'm done with this show. That'd be great.
I hear dishes in the background.
Huh?
I hear a bunch of dishes clattering.
Yeah, he's iced coffee and all kinds of stuff. Souffles and
McKenna, they're saying you're pretty.
Souffles. I gotta get some water.
It is on her rear
It is
leg.
the rear legs, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Her front legs are fine.
why though? Is it just sort of a congenital thing? What's going on with McKenna's knees?
Pits are very susceptible to it. And once you get one done, it's a 70% chance that they're going to tear the other. Oop.
I didn't know that about Pitts, man.
Yeah.
Fletch just carries. He's a big guy too. He's like 90 pounds.
Yeah, Fletch is putting a lot of pressure on his limbs.
Yeah, you saw it.
That is for sure.
Somebody pumped Fletch up.
We doing okay on timing here, Ms.?
Yeah, top of the hour bet will hit at 8:04.
Perfect.
Jesus.
What's going on in your house?
I hope that's
The
the
entire
ice maker.
cabinet come down?
They brawl every morning, see who gets to drive. So that's
Mm.
probably that. The girl wins.
Test your might.
Round.
Drive to school. With the
There you go, Bubs.
Yep. And Lisa,
Someone
it's
else feels your pain.
exactly a year with McKenna. It's like within a week of a year.
That just doesn't sound right, though. I mean, does she run a lot out in the yard?
Yeah, she did this when she was running down in Florida.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
okay. So it was a stress injury.
Yeah. But it wasn't like anything unusual. Like I was just throwing the ball in the dog park and came back with a limp.
Hey guys, you got to stop that. Okay, we're gonna go live.
Round 2.
Fight.
That's gonna be a COVID fight in a minute. I can't get
This is going to be a
They don't listen.
Mortal Kombat!
Sibling combat!
Dang.
Finish him.
Purpose
The
now.
chores.
Yeah, man, Tara. It's like another unwelcome surprise.
It's just a continuation of last night's Royal Rumble. That's all.
You just get wrapped up in it. And
Mm-hmm.
Maria says, "Can she watch?" You have spectators now.
All right, we're back at top of the hour in 1 minute.
Marty, what was number 4? I'm sorry, I didn't write it down.
Did I say risk tolerance? Is that the one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey guys, live in like less than a minute on air.
It's also when the books. It's also when the books open.
This is so Bush League. Here I am in my studio. Are these kids not minding me? That's my staff doing tasks.
Right. It'd be one thing too if they were like, bringing up the iced coffee to you.
Right.
And
That would look cool. Yeah, you can. I want the noise there to get attention.
Right. All right. 10 seconds. Stand by. And here we go.
Your mental vacation every morning, right here. It's the Breakfast with Bubba Show.
8:04. Good morning. Hope you're having a great Monday so far. You found the Breakfast with Bubba show with Bubba and Madison Raleigh.
Good morning. We do have a chance of snow today and cloudier skies. Highs around 30.
You're listening to WWWW FM Ann Arbor. We're the morning show that makes you feel good.
Clear.
Hi, Lisa. That would be fun, Jeremy. I like Superfly snooker. I do one of those suplex off the buckle.
Yeah.
A couple of them could beat me up. Maybe all of them. Definitely 2 can beat me up.
Bless you.
whoa, come on.
Excuse me.
Cat
Covered
sneeze.
my nose.
You got a cat sneeze thing.
The cat sneeze.
Is that a rewarding sneeze? Because I would think that you're holding back a little bit. What you got? No,
It works for me.
Yeah, like, do you ever have
No.
like a deep, big sneeze? I love sneezing.
I do too.
That is a good sneeze for me. I don't know how to sneeze another way. Thank you,
You know what?
Maria.
I'm not gonna say this.
I don't know how to sneeze another way.
Really? You can't just let it go? Just put your whole soul into it? Huh?
I have
Like,
big rip roaring sneezes. Like my eyes water afterwards every time.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's a satisfying sneeze there.
It sure is. Although sometimes I forget what I'm doing.
You like black out there.
I kind of like lose track of my train of thought briefly.
Why is my
catch up,
car upside down?
but I'm like, oh.
Don't talk to me. Whew.
Is a whole system refresh. Just
It is. It does clarify things. A really good sneeze just kind of gives you a reset. No
My
outlook on
kumquat reflux gave me a cough. Now.
You have a reflex to that fruit?
I overate kumquats and I had bad acid reflux one night in bed, and it like scarred my esophagus. So now whenever I eat and food like scrapes that, I cough, violently cough. And you don't want to be coughing now with COVID. People
They
get
put a
weird
warning
looks.
label.
so he's got a cough. Asterisk. It's kumquats. Don't worry.
It's kumquats.
It's kumquat.
Don't worry.
Don't worry. It's just kumquats.
You just overdid it on the citrus.
Mm-hmm.
There's no chance this whole COVID thing was a kumquat issue in some cases. That's a symptom.
I don't think that's what we were getting at.
Do you ever watch Steve Brule? Dr. Steve Brule?
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Oh my gosh. Is that funny? He's a doctor. Don't know what kind, but he obviously isn't a doctor. He's like really dumb. What's his name?
It's
John C. Riley. Yeah.
For your health.
For your health.
For your health.
Oh, I haven't really seen that, but I know what you're talking about.
Oh, it's funny. Skateboards. Or did you see when he ate shellfish out of the dumpster?
For your health.
What does he think? It's like the wasabi he thinks is guacamole.
Takes a bunch of it.
He just takes a lot of it. This spicy guacamole.
That's to you, Madison.
Into my sneezes.
Yeah, put your back
Back
into
out.
it. Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, Madison, I just never
Minimum
bless her until
3.
she's done.
Mm.
I'm frequently 1 or sometimes 2.
I can
When you
typically
get on those good rolls, though, and you can get like 6 or 7 in a row, it's just
I
amazing.
don't think I've ever had more than 3 in a row.
Really?
Oh, mine
I
are
can
all-
usually I can hear Welch like sneeze from like on the other side of the office if he's in the office. I'm like, oh,
They demand respect.
does anyone know if Welch is here? True. Oh, yeah, he's here.
Awkward silence.
Well, it
Just
is
thinking-
now. You pointed it out.
right.
Thanks, Ray.
Clayton.
Hey, happy Monday, Ray.
What's that?
Did you hear the pussycat?
Yeah.
That's
Thank
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
All right, we're back in 1 minute.
Got 1 minute. Okay, T.
We're coming out of Luke Combs, right?
Correct.
Gibby, come here. Trying to get the dog over here.
Airball.
Yeah. The slipper.
All right. Back in 10. 5, 4, 3, 2.
102.9 W4 Country and Luke Combs better together. It's the Breakfast with Bubba show in the morning with Bubba and Madison Rally.
Good morning.
At 8:11, we have Brian Welch here with the forecast.
Pretty cloudy, highs around 30, and some snow showers this afternoon.
And it is a Monday. That means we have Dr. Martin Fletcher from Renew Hope Counseling here talking about the Monday Morning Jumpstart. And this is the top 5 COVID fights we have. Number 1 is about money. Number 2, irrational arguments. Number 3, about alone time. Number 4, risk tolerance. What's number 5?
Number 5 is blame shifting. Remember what that is? So
No.
you're in a real jam like COVID, and we start to fantasize under that type of stress about how it could be different, and then we just blame the other person for it, right? Like if I'd married somebody who was more financially secure, I wouldn't be like this. Now you don't have, oftentimes it isn't expressed, but it's carried around as resentment.
I refer to that as wielding the blame thrower.
Yeah, exactly. Hit him with a blame thrower.
The blame
we-
thrower.
The blame thrower.
Mhm.
Do we have a bonus today, Marty?
I do, and this is something that I talk about a lot on here because people have been fighting about this. It's scheduling and priorities. Okay, people wing stuff, and especially under stress, it's hard to keep things in order, like we said. So it's having a schedule. Who's taking someone here at this time? Who's going to go do this? Because remember, habits are in a chain like sequence, progression, right? One thing primes the next thing and so on. Okay. Those things all broke down. So now people are under complete stress, and then there's disorder in the house, and it needs to be put back into order. And it's hard. Like, so anybody who's tried to make a new schedule and just execute it flawlessly the next day, it doesn't happen that way. It's an ongoing negotiation.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Martin Fletcher from Renew Hope Counseling, the Shepherd and the Shrink podcast. You can reach him at drmartinfletcher.com. It's your Monday Morning Jumpstart here every Monday, 7:40 to about 8:10 on 102.9 W4 Country. Time right now is 8:13. That means we need to check on roadways. Nobody does Ann Arbor roads better than W4 Country. What do you got, Madison?
Thankfully, no major problems. Looks like 94 is running smoothly. So is 23. I'll take that back, actually. It looks like we do have an incident on 23 southbound north of 96. There is just a little bit of a delay right through there. 96 is running smoothly, though. Looks like M52, US 12, and M14 should be running right around posted speeds. If you have a tip for us, 734-623-1029. That's the latest from the W4 Country Traffic Center.
See
Clear
ya.
on radio.
See you, Marty.
Bye. Great seeing y'all.
Good
Bye.
seeing you too.